Moonshiners star Mike Cockrell. Brewing up a recipe for weight loss. Mike Cockrell, a star of the popular reality TV show Moonshiners, is known for his raw authenticity, rugged lifestyle, and deep connection to the world of distilling. For years, audiences have watched him craft potent moonshine and navigate the challenges of illegal distilling in the Appalachian backwoods. But behind the scenes, Mike has been brewing something else. Something far more personal and far more impactful than his shine. A recipe for weight loss. While many might not associate moonshining with healthy living, Mike Cockrell has defied expectations by turning his craft into a journey of personal transformation. This tale is not just one of moonshine and tradition. It's a story of dedication, resilience, and the pursuit of a healthier lifestyle in the face of pressures and habits that were anything but healthy. Here's the story of how Mike Cockrell brewed up a recipe for weight loss that helped him shed pounds, improve his health, and even find a new sense of balance in his life. The weight of the world. Mike's struggles with health and weight. For years, Mike Cockrell struggled with his weight. As a moonshiner, he had the kind of lifestyle that was full of hard work, long hours, and high-stress situations. The intense physical labor of distilling moonshine, chopping wood, and working in the rough, unpredictable terrain of the Appalachian Mountains could take a toll on anyone's body. But when the cameras weren't rolling, Mike's life wasn't just defined by moonshine production. It was also shaped by the long hours he spent sitting, eating comfort foods, and grappling with the toll that stress and unhealthy habits took on his health. At first, Mike didn't really focus on his weight. Like many of us, he justified his habits. The late nights spent distilling were paired with unhealthy snacks or meals that didn't do his body any favors. He was in a constant cycle of eating on the go and fueling himself with food that provided quick energy but didn't contribute to long-term wellness. Mike knew that his physical appearance didn't align with how he wanted to feel inside. In fact, he felt sluggish, low on energy, and unmotivated. At his heaviest, Mike was carrying around extra weight that not only affected his self-esteem, but also his ability to do the work he loved. The physical demands of moonshining, from hauling equipment to moving barrels, were becoming more challenging. His back ached more often, and his energy levels were at an all-time low. Mike found himself at a crossroads. He could either keep following the same pattern and accept this as his new reality, or he could change things for good. The turning point. Finding a new path for Mike. The turning point came when he realized he wasn't just working on his moonshine recipes. He needed a new recipe for his life. His passion for distilling and his commitment to being the best in his field were undeniable, but he started to understand that a successful moonshiner needed to take care of himself first. Mike realized that the same care, precision, and attention to detail he applied to brewing moonshine could also be applied to his health and well-being. It wasn't easy. Like many people who try to lose weight, Mike had tried countless diets and quick fixes over the years. He would often attempt short-term solutions that provided minimal results. He would cut out certain foods or go on intense exercise regimens, only to find that the pounds would creep back on as soon as life got busy again. But something was different this time. This wasn't about simply looking better on TV or fitting into smaller clothes. This time, it was about feeling good, regaining control of his body, and ultimately brewing up a plan that would be sustainable and effective. Brewing up the recipe. A methodical approach to weight loss. Mike approached his weight loss with the same careful strategy he used to craft his moonshine. Just like selecting the finest ingredients for a batch of his signature shine, Mike began to pick apart the components of his life and health. He took a systematic approach to creating a weight loss strategy that was as much about mindset and lifestyle as it was about food and exercise. Mindset shift. Breaking free from old habits. The first step for Mike was breaking free from old habits. He had to reframe how he viewed food and exercise. In the past, food had been a quick fix for stress. Whether it was grabbing a burger after a long day of distilling or enjoying sugary snacks during downtime, Mike's relationship with food was fueled by convenience and emotions rather than health and nourishment. He realized that to make long-lasting changes, he needed to change the way he thought about food. Instead of seeing food as a reward or a stress reliever, he started to view it as fuel. Something that would give him the energy to work better, feel better, and live better. This mindset setting the foundation for his weight loss journey too. Consistency over perfection. Building healthy habits next. Mike focused on consistency rather than perfection. He didn't believe in drastic, overnight changes. Instead, he incorporated small, sustainable changes over time. Whether it was swapping processed snacks for fresh fruits and vegetables, or making sure he stayed hydrated by drinking more water, Mike's new approach was all about steady improvements that would eventually add up to lasting results. One of the most important changes was Mike's decision to embrace regular exercise. As someone who had always been active due to his moonshine work, Mike understood the importance of moving his body. But this time, he made sure to get into a routine that worked for him. He started with simple activities like hiking, cycling, and stretching before slowly introducing more structured workouts. The key here was to keep it fun and adaptable. Mike knew that if he set goals that were too rigid, he'd be more likely to quit. 3. The power of protein. Changing his diet played a critical role in Mike's weight loss journey. One of the biggest changes he made was to increase his protein intake. Mike found that consuming lean proteins, such as chicken, turkey, fish, and plant-based proteins, helped him stay full longer and prevented him from snacking excessively. These high-protein meals gave him the energy to power through his day and allowed his body to burn fat more efficiently. At the same time, Mike reduced his intake of processed foods, sugary snacks, and empty calories. He became more intentional with his meals, making sure they were balanced with healthy fats, complex carbohydrates, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Mike also made an effort to cook more at home, which not only gave him control over what he was eating, but also helped him connect with the joy of cooking, a skill he had learned while working on his moonshine recipe before. Accountability. Getting help from those around him. Mike didn't try to lose weight alone. He turned to those around him for support. Whether it was his fellow moonshiners or family and friends, he made sure to communicate his goals and progress with others. Having an accountability system helped keep Mike motivated, especially during tough moments when he felt like giving up. The results. A new Mike Cockrell. After months of hard work, Mike began to see results. The weight started to come off, and his energy levels skyrocketed. His moonshine craft even improved as he had more stamina and focus. The physical transformation was obvious to those around him, but the mental and emotional changes were just as significant. Mike felt more confident, not just in his appearance, but in his ability to take control of his health. He wasn't just brewing moonshine anymore. He was brewing a life that was healthier, happier, and more balanced. A recipe for success. Mike Cockrell's weight loss journey wasn't about fad diets or extreme exercise regimens. It was about a commitment to self-care, small adjustments, and consistent progress. Just like his moonshine recipes, Mike found that the key to success was in the details, the decisions he made every day to take care of his body and mind. As Mike continues to work in the distilling world and appear on Moonshiners, his story serves as an inspiration to those who may feel stuck in their own struggles with weight and health. His transformation is a reminder that no matter how hard life gets, it's possible to turn things around by brewing up a plan that works for you. Mike Cockrell's weight loss journey proves that with determination, consistency, and the right mindset, anyone can craft their own recipe for success, whether it's in the distillery or in life. In the world of reality television, few shows are as captivating as Moonshiners. The series, which delves into the lives of bootleggers who produce homemade alcohol in the Appalachian Mountains, has amassed a loyal fan base over the years. One of the most intriguing personalities on the show is Mike Cockrell, a master of his craft known for his moonshine skills and unfiltered authenticity. However, recently, Cockrell has gained attention not just for his moonshine, but for something much more surprising: a recipe for weight loss. While it may seem counterintuitive for a man famous for brewing up potent liquor to have an interest in health and wellness, Mike's journey into weight loss is a fascinating tale of self-discovery, trial and error, and a deep connection to his Appalachian roots. Through his journey, he has crafted a unique approach that blends his knowledge of ingredients, fermentation, and his own personal struggles. His recipe, though unconventional, is proving to be effective for people seeking sustainable weight loss solutions. The Moonshiners' struggle. More than just alcohol. Mike Cockrell's story starts with a familiar challenge faced by many Americans: battling weight gain. Throughout his early